Hi everyone, welcome back to No Cure for Happy, a breast cancer channel. Today I want to talk about some things that happened when I learned that I had stage 4 metastatic breast cancer that I wasn't expecting. And I have 5 things to tell you today, 5 of the hardest things about living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Hope. It's complicated, right? For me, I feel a lot of pressure to hold a certain amount of hope in my face for others to see, because I realize that the people around me are only as hopeful as I am, and people will always ask me, how are you doing? How are you holding up? How are you staying positive? And they're looking for hope from you through asking those questions. So it can inadvertently put a lot of pressure on the person who is going through cancer or an illness like this. So don't put that pressure on yourself. I'm just here to tell you it's okay to not be hopeful every single day. It's okay to lose sight of the possibilities for yourself. It's okay to not be everyone's source of hope. Everyone's sole source of hope for your situation, okay? Hope is complicated. Moving on, another hard thing that I found out from living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer is that we have so many choices to make, so many decisions to make around our care choices, our care decisions, things that we don't know about. Let me give you an example from my personal history. I was waiting for my mastectomy surgery. I was in my hospital bed waiting for them to wheel me to the OR, and my surgeon entered the room and he said, "Everything's looking really good, Leanne, and I took another look at your images today, and I want to ask you 2 questions. Number 1, where would you like your incision? And number 2, would you like to keep your nipples?" Pardon? Where would I like my incisions? Nowhere, actually. I would prefer none. But if I had a choice, gosh, maybe give me a week to think about it, not 5 seconds. And second of all, would I like to keep my nipples? Yeah, who wouldn't? Decisions, right? They're hard. And they come at you. And sometimes you don't know the right answer. It's hard. All right, another reason why it's hard to live with metastatic breast cancer. Oncologists and the people that work with them, they're only 50% of the team. The other 50%, that's you. So if 50% of your team is a human being just like yourself, well, I know I forget things all the time. I know that I make mistakes. I know that I'm wrong. I know that these things are all a part of being human. And guess what? My oncologist is a human being. So he's been wrong. Yep, he's made wrong choices for me. Yep, he's done things that have a material impact on my care. But I still have to work with him. Yeah, it's hard. Another hard thing, one of the hardest things about living with metastatic breast cancer that some people don't tell you, or that you don't know until you know, is that your family will be okay without you. Let that sink in. I know it's hard to hear. Because we don't want our family to be okay without us, right? We on the same side of the coin, we don't want them to suffer or hurt or feel pain. But on the same side of that coin, we of course want to be missed. But I will share with you that one of the keys that has helped me unlock some of the sadness and grief that I feel and some of the hardship that I feel from living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer is knowing that my husband and my son will be okay without me. I picture their relationship strengthening and the strong bond that they already have becoming even stronger in their shared grief. And I know that my trust in them is building, and the more that I allow myself to trust them, the more I see their strength and their resilience, and the more I know that they will be okay without me, and the more that I know that it's okay for them to be okay without me, and I want that for them. And so I share that with them in abundance, and that can be hard. Another hard part about living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer that they don't tell you is that there's a lot of waiting. Let me share. I am currently waiting for a bone biopsy. By the time you see this video, I likely will have had my bone biopsy. And then I will be waiting for the results of that bone biopsy. And then when those results come in, I'll be waiting again for someone to interpret those results. And then after they interpret those results, I'll be waiting again for them to have a moment in time to share those results with me. And then I'll be waiting even some more to take action on that information. And then I'll be waiting even more for that action to potentially even be available to me. For example, if what we learn from the bone biopsy is that my genes have mutated beyond a mutation where there's a drug regimen available, then I will wait some more for that drug to become available in my region, for that drug to become available to me in order for my disease progression to be halted. I'm currently waiting for radiation to get in touch with me. I've been waiting since January for that. And in spite of having stage 4 metastatic breast cancer with disease progression while on treatment, which is in a state of oligoprogression, which is only a small window of time, in spite of that, I am still waiting well beyond the 4-week benchmark and standard of care for radiation wait times in my region. I will have waited over 12 weeks by the time I get radiation to stop the disease from progressing any further and to provide much needed pain relief. So if you can believe that I will be waiting 8 weeks beyond my province's standard of care, you better believe that's hard. And that's only 5 of the hard things that you just don't know about living with metastatic breast cancer until you know. So that's it from me for today. Please leave your comments and questions below. You know I love hearing from this community. It means the world to receive your support, and I do receive that with an open heart. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. And if this video resonated with you and you got anything from it, consider subscribing. And I will see you all again real soon in the next video. Thank you for watching.